Hey, you guys. So, this is another message that God just dropped in my spirit. I was sitting here going through, um, uploading the videos, and your life should be a living testimony. Your life should be an example for others to follow. Um, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that. You shouldn't be ashamed of your journey, of your life, and what you overcome, and how you're trying to be an example and a testimony to others. A lot of people will try to make you feel ashamed, or try to make you feel embarrassed, or try to make you feel like you shouldn't share your testimony, but you should. Um, a lot of people will even get jealous over your testimony, of your trials and tribulations that you went through and how you overcame, and they will try to hurt you, initially backstab you because of your testimony. You guys, thank you, Holy Spirit. This ties into the message where people are jealous of your freedom, right? The freedom that you got within God, and the freedom and the peace that surpasses all understanding. There's a lot of people that are jealous and envious of that. And when people are jealous and envious of that, they would try to tamper your testimony. They will try to make you sit on your testimony. They will try to make you feel ashamed and embarrassed about your testimony, when by you sharing your testimony can help set other people free. Now, we have to understand that God gives us free will, and whoever the Son sets free is free indeed. But when you don't want to be obedient, and when you don't want to surrender and pray and pay reverence to God in the way that He has called you to do so, you keep yourself in bondage. You can keep yourself in bondage. And so, like I said, a lot of people are very stubborn when it comes to surrendering themselves wholeheartedly to God. And in this season, like I told you guys, in this year of 5785, narrow is the gate, is the way, and broad is the gate to destruction, but narrow is the way. And you're gonna have to really pick and choose a side. You're really gonna have to stay on the narrow path, and there's no in between, right? There's no in between. And so I just wanted to come and encourage whoever this message is for. Don't be embarrassed um about your testimony. Don't get to the point to where you don't even want to share your testimony. um I was reading this article, and this article like really had aligned with me and stuff of the stuff that I was going with through school and graduation, and how the lady was telling me how like she was kind of like embarrassed. Um, well, in her article, how she was saying how she was pretty much embarrassed about how long it took her, and all the hurdles and the obstacles that she went through when it came to getting her degree, and all the gas lighting and things, and how she was wrongfully did. Me and her pretty much was in the same boat when it came to us getting our education. So it spoke to me. And then when I was just sitting here, God was just like telling me, like, and He reminded me yesterday on what someone was pouring into me, that my life is an example for other people to follow. And a lot of people are going to be jealous of that. The ones that are not completely healed, the ones that are not completely delivered. But I shouldn't be ashamed of what I went through. I shouldn't be ashamed of what I overcome, because my testimony can help save someone else. All right. And my testimony not might be for everybody, but my testimony can help save someone else's life, can help um, make someone else decide to give their life to Christ. So don't be ashamed of your testimony. And God just dropped this in my spirit, whoever this message is for. So don't be ashamed to write the book. I know a lot of God's children, He has called them to write books in this season, in this hour, about their experience, about what they went through. And it's actually going to help a lot of people to get delivered, because a lot of people have went through some of the same things or similar things, and it's gonna cause a lot of people to get delivered. In the Bible, it says that that through knowledge the just is delivered. Proverbs 11 verses 9. So we got to understand that we can't be ashamed of our testimony. All right. And that's why a lot of y'all guys are being attacked too, is because of your testimony, because you have a very, very powerful testimony. And thank you, Holy Spirit. And when we share our testimony, it exposes the enemy. It exposes the tricks and the tactics of the enemy. And the devil don't like that because he don't want to be caught. The devil don't like that because he don't want nobody to know his tricks and his tactics and his schemes that he uses to attack God's children. So if you share your testimony, he will be exposed, right? And when the devil exposed, he has to flee, right? So don't be ashamed to or embarrassed to share your testimony. Your life should be an example for others to follow. We are not perfect by far. However, if you're striving to live a holy life, we are striving to live a life of Christ. Your life is an example. Um, the way we live can cause people to want to live for God or to want to stray away from God. So we have to even be careful on how we live, the things we do, the things we say, how we talk to people, because people are watching. Even babes are watching you. Like I told you guys before, I used to be a Sunday school teacher. For years, I was a Sunday school teacher. The babies that I taught in Sunday school, they are grown now, but they still look up to me to this day. And whenever they see me, they have the biggest smile on their face, and they tell me how they watch me and how they follow me on certain platforms. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't know I made that much of an impact on my kiddos that were in my Sunday school classes. But to God be the glory. You know, um, they look up to me, and they all tell me that I made some type of positive impact on their life, and I'm forever grateful and I'm forever thankful. So don't be ashamed of your testimony. Don't be ashamed of your past. Don't be ashamed of what you have went through in life, because um, those type of things that you went through was not just for you, it's for others and to help other people overcome. Okay. So your life should be an example for others to follow. And don't let nobody make you feel ashamed or embarrassed about your testimony. Okay. So I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Stay encouraged. Write the book if God has told you to write the book. Okay. Start with the outline, write the book if God has told you to write the book. Um, and it will come to pass. Don't worry about what people's got to say or think about it. Okay. So like I said again, I love you all. I pray that you all have an amazing day. And I will chat with you all later.